Good morning. So I woke up, put some sunscreen on, and took the kids to school. So now I have some time to go over my whole process of taking off or removing my old lashes and putting on a brand new set. So Lilac Street just came out with these new Nova lashes and they're so cute. I can't wait to try them on. They look very light. They look very like spiky and fun. These are the French lace, so these are, very conservative, very nice. I love this one because it's so light, and I can wear this one for like 14 days almost. I think I may have had these on for about 12 days. So they're ready to kind of come off. So I'm gonna go through my whole process of removing, what I do, what tools I use, and yeah, so let's get into it. So I'm super excited to try these Nova lashes because I don't think they've come out with like a new lash for a while now. I don't remember what the last one was, Met Gala maybe? So yeah, super excited. I'll show you how these look compared to some of the other spiky lashes. So these are just ones I have in my collection. I think I have all of them actually. But these are the spiky ones. So this is Brazil. It's definitely a more dramatic, spiky, fuller one. And Met Gala is kind of similar, but less spiky, more, I guess, fluttery. And Hollywood, my old favorite, is less spiky, but yeah, more spaced out. I don't know what the correct terms are. These have also been washed. But yeah, they look pretty much perfect. Oh, these are the ones that have been washed, and these are the brand new ones. I reuse my lashes whenever I can. Actually, I haven't tried on Met Gala yet. I'll have to do a video on that because these look really nice. Brazil, I've used a lot. So these are the ones I've washed like at least 5 times, and the brand new ones. So they hold up really well. I also didn't brush them out. So, oh, could you even see that? Yeah, so let's try on the Novas. First thing I have to do is remove my old ones. I have my previous set that's been in here for about almost, 12 days? And these are volumes. So sometimes I get in like a rut where I just keep going back and forth, cleaning these and removing those and then putting these on just so I don't have to put them away. But today we will try on a new set. So I have my trusty deluxe set with all of my stuff in it. I'm gonna just get out the remover. So this is a gel for now. And I'm just going to put on a headband. So I'm gonna take it out, and using the flat side, I like to try to get as much oil on there as possible and get a little bit more. Okay, and because you kind of have to let it set for, I don't know, about 10 minutes, ideally, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my lashes now. So this is my usual process. So I'll kind of fast forward through this just because I have videos on this already. So if you watch those, it's kind of a repeat. I pretty much just get my Sigma, what is this? E15. It's my favorite lash cleaning brush, and a double layer of paper towel. And I'm just gonna take the glue off. It really doesn't matter if it's been sitting in alcohol for like 1 day or like 14 days or I don't know, however long you leave it in. It's like the same. So these are volumes. So I kind of just wipe it off this way. Then I get a little more alcohol. I turn it around and wipe the base off. And then if there's glue on it, I just kind of press it between a paper towel to get the little glue balls off. And then I'll go ahead and do it this way again, the top side, and that's it. So my preference are the lashes that have the wide band because there's less to clean. Originals, I love the look and how light they are, but I think I have to put like about 8 on my lashes. So there's like 16 to clean, whereas if I only have to put 6 or 7 lashes on, then there's less. these volumes have lasted so long. Not even joking, I think this may be at least maybe like 12th time I've cleaned these, if not more. Just because they're like a good dramatic but not too dramatic lash. These stay on about a week for me just because they're a little bit on the heavier side. So once they start growing out, they kind of like droop a little bit. And I would say for beginners, I would always start with a lighter lash, because you'll notice it less, obviously because it's lighter, and they're a little easier, or I don't know, less dramatic. So if you put it on a little weird, then it's not that noticeable. Also, the bands are usually thinner on the lighter ones. Like the volumes are a little bit thick, but it also gives you that like eyeliner effect because the band is thick. So, you know, there's pros and cons to everything. I think this is like my 3rd year of wearing DIY lash extensions, and maybe like 2.5 years of using Lilac Street, and I just love it so much. It's really been the best. I also love that they keep coming out with new styles. It's just so fun to me. I was so bored of when I had lash extensions, and you either had to, if you wanted to change, you could, but it would take a while. Like you couldn't just change your set. It would be like you had to ease into it, and then, you know, you only go to your technician like every 2.5 to 3 weeks. And yeah, that's a whole pain in the butt in itself, having to go to someone to do your lashes. Especially when you went on a trip. It was like you had to plan your lash appointments in advance so that it would line up with your trip dates. So if you don't have a Sigma E15, you can use any brush you want, really. Just, you know, try to get a flatter, sturdier one. Like I've abused this one so much, but it's still working. So this is a good one. I do have flat ones that are a little softer, and I don't like those as much. It has to be kind of like a bristly, stiff brush. Even a paintbrush from like the art store would work. You don't have to use a makeup brush, because those are also more expensive too. Okay, so that was it. I don't know how long that took me, like 5 minutes. So I think my lashes on my face are ready to start coming off. So this is just a little glass baby food jar. I'll link it down below. It's by Ween Green. I just had this. It's a 4-ounce baby food jar because I have kids, but any glass jar with a lid will work. You do want to have a lid though, because the alcohol will evaporate obviously, and you keep having to top it off, and the glue doesn't stay soft once you like kind of let it dry and then you top it off again with alcohol. So totally recommend a glass jar with a cover. You also need glass because alcohol could potentially eat away at the plastic or dissolve it in there. So you just don't, you know, glass is just a safer option. So I'm gonna let that dry before I put it away in my cases, and I will put the lashes I'm wearing in here. So I realize I look super shiny because I have sunscreen on, but yeah. So I'm just gonna check the lashes, see if they're easily coming off on their own. You don't wanna pull it off. So can I just, you know, like in the corner here, these are ready to come off. They're already detached. So I'm just gonna pull those pieces off, separate them, and then put them in the little glass jar. How you remove your lashes are super important, because that's when you could, you know, potentially pull off your own lashes. They don't usually come off like while you're wearing the lashes, it's when you remove them. But also don't be alarmed if you see lashes on your lash. Okay, that's getting confusing. Like if you look here, I don't know if you can see, but there's little lashes attached to it. And it's because your natural lashes also fall off, but instead of falling off like when you wash your face, it's like stuck onto the band. I admit, sometimes I get impatient and I do pull it off, but I always kind of regret it later. So if there's still a little bit stuck on, I'll just put another layer of the oil. I don't know if you see my video on using this versus coconut oil. It does work too. It just takes a little bit longer. I don't know if I should time myself. So it's just to give you guys a reference. So I finished washing my lashes from the previous week at 8:48. It's now 8:52. And I guess I put on the first coat of Ciao for Now, maybe 5 minutes before that. Okay, so once I have all the lashes in here, I will fill it up with, I use 91% rubbing alcohol just because that's what I have. 70% would work too. And I just fill it up so it's immersed in there and put the cover on. And that's good to sit in there for, I guess, a week or whenever I take off the Novas. So now I'll just get some kind of eye makeup remover. I just have this old one from Lashify that I'm trying to use up. And put it on a cotton pad. You can use the Ciao for Now and use the bristly part to take off the excess glue, but this to me is faster. And I notice I pull off more of my lashes when I use the bristly part. And I'm like, keep combing through it. So I think it's just easier and gentler for me to use the cotton pad. So like, just flip it around and do it again. Like hold it on there for about 5 seconds and then kind of wipe off the glue. And also whatever eyeliner I didn't remove from earlier. So now I'm ready to wash my whole face. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I use baby shampoo to wash my face. And I've already talked enough about baby shampoo and how much I love it. But yeah, that's what I use. And then now I'm just gonna put some toner on, or I don't know what you call this, but I got this from Japan. It's the Goku or Hara Labo Gokujin Premium. I wouldn't say it's a toner because it is creamy like this, and it has like 7 or 8 forms of hyaluronic acid. So just so my face doesn't get dried out, I'm just gonna put it not around my eyes, but everywhere else. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned before, but Lilac Tree did give me the lashes to try, the Nova lashes. But obviously, you know, I love Lilac Tree. So all my opinions are my own and all that stuff. So yeah, and then I'm gonna put some vitamin C serum on. I also got this from Japan. It's by Misha, which I think is a Korean brand actually. I'm just gonna it's just their spot correcting firming essence with ascorbic acid. So just, you know, 1 thing of this. So now I'm just gonna take my Lilac Lash Conditioning Primer in a Q-tip. Just put a couple drops, and you're just going to put this on your lashes, the top and the bottom. And I like to put on the underside too. And for the other side, this just takes away any residue from, I don't know, so whatever you didn't take off. It seems like a step you can skip, but I would not. Like, preparation is key. Okay, so while that's drying on my eyes, I'm just gonna get my volumes and put these away. So I always do like the 16s first, or the biggest ones, because they're the easiest to tell apart. I don't know, 12 and 14s are hard for me to tell apart sometimes. So I just put it in, stick it on the little band, and it just holds it there, and you're ready for next time. And then I do 12s because I know I only used 4. And then if they're kind of curling up like this, just press them a little. That way it will stay like nice and curved. And like this one kind of looks messed up, so I'm just gonna throw that one away. So now I have my lash pad. So I'm just gonna take out my glue and my clear coat. And this is weirdly something I really liked having, this Lilac Street Lash Pad. I kind of just stick it on here. It does come with like these plastic sheets, and I just keep it on the side like this. And this is so you can plan out your lash map. So this is a new lash for me. So I'm not exactly sure how many I'm gonna need. And you do want to prep them, like remove them from the band when they're fresh and new before you put the glue on your eye. And how you do that is you just push down and pull out. So push down and pull out. And I know I'm gonna need 4 because I like to do the doll lash map where it's gonna be, for me, a 12, a 14, maybe 3/16, a 14, and then a 12 from inner to outer. And that's just what works for me. So this lash pad is sticky, so it kind of holds them on there. So I'm going to be doing 12s on the outsides. Do at least 4 14s. I noticed like with these spikier ones, so when I put it on, maybe I have to put you guys down lower. So this is a good way to plan too. So when you put it on, you're gonna overlap a little bit at the base. It's gonna be like this, really, right? It's not going to be like this. Otherwise you won't get that really strong continuous band that's gonna hold it on for like over a week. So just keep that in mind when you're placing them. And when you have an obvious spiky kind of lash, it really kind of matters. So I wouldn't say these are like absolute beginner lashes. Like if you like, I wouldn't use this as your very first application, but these are fun. I do like the spiky look. So I think I will have to use more of these. I'm gonna take off 3 and 3, but depending on how it looks on my eye and how I'm stacking it, I may use a 12, 2 14s, 3 16s, 1 or 2 14s, and then the 12 to finish it off. So I'm gonna take off 6. So I do it that way with my thumb, just because if you pull on a lash to remove it from the band, you could like ruin it, or some of the hairs could fall out. So yeah, don't pull it with your tweezers. Okay, so now we're ready to go. I am gonna do my left eye first, just so I can show you guys what I mean when I'm talking about it, and so I don't have no lashes on for that long. Okay, so I did my left eye, and this is how it looks. I think it looks really cute. And they were actually really easy to put on. I did maybe put these two too close together, but you know, that's fine. Okay, so let's do the other eye. So some people like to curl their lashes first. I don't, just because my lashes are short, and if I curl it, then it's gonna come back down anyways, and then it's gonna be different. So to me, I like to just leave it how it is. I think if you have long lashes and they're straight, maybe it's better to curl it, because then you can see underneath a little bit more, but for me, it doesn't matter. So I'm just gonna get my black Pro Glue, which is like my absolute favorite. I've never even tried the regular one because this one is just so good. I'm just gonna put a decent coat on the bottom side of my lashes, not going too far in and in the corner, and not going too far out. So just doing a couple light coats. Oops, that's what happens when I'm talking. So I always keep that Q-tip with the lash conditioner on, and if I have any mistakes, you can go in and fix stuff while it's wet. Once it's dry, it might be a little harder. See, I'm not gonna go all the way to the end because I don't want it to be all sticky when I open and close my eyes. It's 9:14 now. Forgot to talk about the time, but I did already do one eye. So I'm just gonna get my 12. And I like to pick it up at an angle, so that's easier for me to move my wrist around. I kind of say all the same things every single time I do this on the video, and now I'm gonna put glue at the base of the lash. Like just tap it on there on the spine and maybe sometimes a little bit over. And I'm gonna put it on the inner corner, but not all the way in. So you wanna be like 1/2 millimeter away from your waterline. Like you don't want it stuck on your skin or it's just gonna irritate your eyes. So same thing, I'm getting the 14, dabbing it on there. And then we're gonna like slightly layer on top of the other one. So you wanna make sure you get glue on both ends because that's what's gonna keep it together with the other lashes. So just slightly layer. And for spiky ones, you kind of have to keep in mind how far apart you want that spike. So I want it a little bit closer. Also the angle of the spikiness. So now we're gonna do a 16. So the band should also be parallel to your lash line or your waterline so that you get a nice spread out effect. You don't want them all going one way or the other. And it'll just come with time and practice if you're having a hard time with that. There's some days I'm rushing and I mess up also, even now. I think if I was gonna buy these again, I'd go even longer. I think I could do like 18s with these. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a 14. And then the last 12. Okay, so they look about the same. I think it looks cute. And now I'm going to put the papers back on the lash pad. I'm gonna get my clear coat. And I have this Lilac Street one that I love. It's pretty pricey though. I want to say it's like $45 or something like that, if not more. So if these will work fine too. You can even put on the silicone pads. I do have them, but when I'm putting the lashes on, I prefer to just have the metal. Either way, just get your clear coat, and first I'm gonna brush it on the bottoms and then brush it on the top. Just being careful not to disturb your work, right? Okay, and then I rub it on the inside of the wands and then just crimp it. It's still too sticky for you. You can get these type of little what is this called? Like a doe foot lip gloss applicator. Stick it in here. It doesn't go all the way, well, mine doesn't. So I just stick it on the top, turn it upside down, and then you can run it along the band. This gets in there way better than the mascara brush. That's like my only complaint with the Chow for Now, or not the Chow for Now, but the the clear coat. The Lashify glass, which is their equivalent of this clear coat, has this like ball one on the top, and it's just so good. It really gets the product in there where you need it, because you don't want the stickiness to be here or here or here or here. And really, the glue will cure after a few hours. I would leave it alone for like 5 or 6 hours. One time I decided to like wash my face right after, and everything came off and it was like a black mess. So let the glue cure for at least 5 hours, I would say. And then you can take a shower and do whatever you want. But yeah, so these are the lashes, the Novas. I really like them. And I think they just came out today on the 24th. So yeah, you can go long with these, because I would maybe get the 18s, do like 14, 16, 18 for a little bit more dramatic look. But you could like space them together closer or farther. They're really cute, and it's like subtle. It's not too crazy. Yeah, I haven't tried Met Gala yet. Maybe the next video, but I think these would be like really dramatic. Okay, so this is what it looks like with makeup on, and I love them. They actually look super cute, and I just have my usual everyday eyeliner. Like I do a wing at the end with the liquid, and it's actually this, which is my favorite, Revlon Color Stay Sharp Line. And I do like a little bit in the inner corner with the Thrive Lauren, just the ultra like super black waterproof eyeliner. And yeah, I love it. It's really cute. It's like flirty, but it's subtle. And they're a little stiffer than say the other, like the ones I was just wearing, the French lace. Just like Hollywood, they're a little bit stiffer, but it's just to keep the shape, and they're very comfortable on. So yeah, hope you try the Novas. I do have other videos going more in depth about how I wash my face, how I clean them, how I clean the lashes. So if you're curious about that, you can check that out. Or if you have any other questions, leave it in the comments and I'll try to answer you and help you out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.